then, all right, last principle here before we jump into breakout groups really quickly. Basically, this is just saying that your knowledge base is ever growing, so you're going to have to constantly review, adjust, and retrain. Don't think that you've built a knowledge system that's perfect and it's going to be perfect forever, right? Because knowledge is because markets change, your business changes, processes change, so your knowledge is changing. Everything's always in flux, everything's always fluid. So you need to make sure that your knowledge base is nimble, that you have a sort of apparatus in place that's going to make it easy for your team to adapt to changes in your organization, people leaving, people coming and going, products changing. So think about how your knowledge management system can adapt to those circumstances really easily. And so you want to communicate. In order to do that, one of the things that you need to do is communicate the value of knowledge management to everyone. So the what's in it for me question, right? You need to think about that for users who are going to be contributing to the knowledge system. What's in it for them? What are they going to get out of it? They're going to be able to find what they need more easily. The more people that are contributing and giving knowledge to the knowledge base, the more easily they'll be able to find answers to their questions more quickly and do the job that they need to do. But also, what's in it for your managers? What's in it for leadership? What are the business outcomes that a good knowledge management system at your company is going to produce? Oftentimes it's time saved kind of related efficiencies, or improved CSAT scores, or improved negotiation times, or decreasing onboarding times, these kinds of things. And then you also want to consider a knowledge council. A couple people in the chat have already remarked about how they already have a knowledge council. I mentioned knowledge council earlier. Basically, it's a regular meeting of people and experts, different department stakeholders that are meeting regularly to close knowledge gaps, to establish and maintain workflows. To have that meeting going, consistently is really valuable. A lot of times, the Knowledge Council, maybe stood up and it may last a couple months and then it might fizzle out, or, there's not enough buy-in, so people don't do the activities. But if you can get a Knowledge Council going that's really endorsed by leadership and that's really filled with people that understand the value of meeting regularly to address these needs that come up. When you have a big organizational shift, like an acquisition, or a big class of new hires coming in, or a new product launching, you're going to have a system in place that's going to make it really easy for you to adapt to those big changes, so that your knowledge council can get ahead of the curve with establishing new experts, new owners of content, building new collections, closing knowledge gaps, doing routine sort of maintenance like archiving and cleanups and reformatting and those kinds of things. So really consider how you might be able to stand up a knowledge council, whether that's small and it's just for your specific sub team, or whether it's org wide or semi org wide and incorporates multiple different teams. Having that apparatus in place is just a really good practice to have as your company undergoes constant change. Your knowledge will be able to adapt and stay fresh and stay up to date along the way.